welcome to my channel. This is episode 4. First thing as always, thank you to those of you that have subscribed to my channel. Those of you that are new will get your name mentioned over here, and thank you as always for the support on the forum. Recognition will go over here. Now, 2 quick notifications before we start. First thing, thank you to LT for providing the thumbnail pic, really appreciate that. The second thing, in this video, it is aimed for beginners, hence the title. Now, this is my own personal opinion. You may agree with some of it, you may not agree with all of it. But again, bear in mind, this is for the beginners. So, what's going to happen now is I'm actually late for a class, so you better get to it. Otherwise, you're not going to have any fun. Bye. Sorry I'm late, had to do a quick intro. Right, is everyone here for this video? Fantastic. Everyone take a seat, relax, and we'll get through this lesson hopefully very quickly. So, this is my plan for today. I'm GAMB. This is my class, A to Z for beginners. So I'm going to cover every single letter here, see what you think, and hopefully by the end of this video, you can get my seal of approval. Now, that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. So, we have A, simple enough. For beginners, experienced players, aim, look down your iron sights. Even if you've got a scope, got to aim. Get used to transitioning as well. Also, since I've got a foldable stock here, get used to again, aiming, changing, simple enough. Also with the aim, if you've got one of these, or the flashbang sticks, look where you're going, then throw it. If you want to be nice and polite, you can also say frag out to give people warning. B, bags. What type of bags you're probably thinking? Simple enough, you can bring a bin bag for all your dirty clothing to put in the back of the car. A satchel bag that can carry extra gear into the field. Or, if you've been playing for a little bit longer, a backpack. Now this is my own personal backpack. I will do a video on this on a later date. C, cover. So, doesn't matter if you're at a woodland site or a CQB site, there's always going to be some cover to you. So again, for example, there's, I don't know, 10 people coming towards me, I'm on my own. No, don't want to fight. Get to cover. Again, using cover well protects you, and it can also help you to sneak up on people. So, little top tip there. D, decisions. Decisions. Okay. Do I continue going forwards? Do I go casually? Do I stay on guard? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I hit the deck? You get the choice. At the end of the day, you played enough games probably, Xbox, PS4, where you have to make a decision. So when you play Airsoft, you're pretty much your own avatar. You've got to make a decision. So, little tip there. Experience. Now, I've been playing for 3 years. I wish I'd started younger, because then I'd have more years of experience. So there's always going to be people below you that have only just started, or people above you that have been playing for longer. And again, the more times you turn up at the field when it is safe, the more experience you'll get. So again, challenges will come with the experience as well, which is rewarding. F, the most important part. We're here to have fun. I can't say that enough. Look, fun. So, there's no point trying to take it too seriously. I mean, it's not a proper sport, it's a hobby. A fun part at the weekend where we go and see our mates and have a story to tell, as well as share experiences on the day. So again, fun. G, game mode. Now, everyone here who's played on an Xbox, PS4, you name your console, game modes when it comes to this sort of thing. So, Battlefield, Call of Duty, let's take examples from that. So, okay, team deathmatch, attacking, defending. You've got capture the flag, rescue the VIP, defuse the bomb, etc, etc. So again, there'll be certain game modes that you like. There'll be certain ones that you kind of don't like, but you play anyway because it's part of the fun. So again, that comes down to experience again. What type of game do you want to play? Next one, H, the most important one. Honor system. We're here to have fun, but also to make sure people play fairly. So, if you get hit, for example, I'm in the forest or I'm in CQB site, whatever, I'm going here and suddenly, oh, a few BBs hit me, hit, well done, I'm going, that's fine, that's good, you've done the right thing. If, for example, just to make a bit more room, I'm here and someone sprays me about 5-10 times, I know I've been hit, but I'm just like, or I do, oh, and then carry on. No, that's not what you're doing. So again, on a system, if you're not sure about anything, just call yourself, hit, well done. And the best part is, it's a game, so you're going to respawn. So again, you're going to come back into the game. So there's a bonus. There's no point in cheating or going like, oh, I'm not sure if I've got hit or not. It happens to all beginners, don't get me wrong. So if you're not sure, best thing you can do, call yourself out. Right, on this side now. I, interaction. Again, look at your games. Hello. Hello. I like your AKS74U. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like this. I got this many years ago. Can I see it? Can I see it? Sure, why not? Oh, wow, this is really cool. I might consider getting one of these. And obviously, sure, I know, but if you think about it, what you've just done is you've interacted with someone about their gear. You can interact with a marshal, saying, oh, for example, where do I go? Where's the respawn point? Can you help me? I'm lost. So again, it's not just good players, it's, well, it is good players, but it's making sure you talk to people on your team, okay? You're not going to talk to everyone on the day, but you're going to fit in with a few people, maybe even some new people, which is great. You may even fit in with some new people on the enemy team. That's great, you're going to interact with them. You may get along with someone that's been playing for a while, like there, for example. Oh, here you go, check it out. And again, you're doing a lot of interaction and being positive at the same time. Again, marshals, players, you name it. J. This counts for 2 words, juniors and seniors, okay? Now, anyone of any age, obviously depending on the site's rules, can play Airsoft. From a young teen to an older person. Don't be discouraged, okay? I wish I'd started sooner, I said that earlier. Now, on the forum, I'll put the link down in the description, there are certain older players that are like, man, I wish I played many years ago. I did it many years ago, but I want to get back into it. Do it. If you're physically able to do it, go and enjoy it. It's a hobby, it's a game. We welcome people back. We don't discourage people, we welcome them. That's Airsoft. Okay. Okay. Knowledge is power. So for example, you're a beginner. I don't know where I am. Where's the respawn? Can you help me? Okay, so you're new to the scene, you don't know where everything is, but if you look at a regular, there's an ambush over there waiting to happen. We'll take the high ground, it's easier. We'll set an ambush there. Don't go there, that's a trap. If you notice, knowledge is power, and again, that comes down to experience. Everything here will link. So again, knowledge is power. Even simple things like, well, hit the deck, take cover, hide. Simple things like that, right there, will help you later on. L, lunch. All players get lunches, okay? We get breaks, we get lunch. Now, some sites may give you a packed lunch, a sandwich, a crisps, pretty much a meal deal. Other sites might actually give you some fresh grub, and I can tell you right now, at Red Alert where I play, fantastic every time. Great job there. M, marshals. These people are here not just for your safety, but to make sure you have fun. Because at the end of the day, they want to give you a good experience. So, if you're lost, or you don't know what you're doing, or you need help, best people to go to are the marshals, okay? They will help you out. And if you are at a really good site, they go above and beyond. If you're at a shady site, where the marshals are neglecting, or not doing the job at all, don't bother talking to them, go to another marshal and say, look, your guy's not doing his job properly. And obviously certain marshals can be power hungry, rude, and those type of people you don't want. So again, you can mention it to the main site manager, but again, like I said, shady areas, watch out. So again, watch out sites. N, What's N? Right. N. N. Noises. Your ears are an important part of your sense. So again, with more experience, again, get used to using these things. Because again, you could be indoors, you could be outdoors. For example, you could be around a corner of a building, for example, and you're waiting, you hear a sound, you either wait for them to come to you, or you go, right, bam, I've got the edge. Or outdoors, you hear a twig or a branch break, you naturally hit the deck, or you're like, right, point straight there. Those are good responses. So noises will give you an edge, because again, if you hear something that's not right, it could be your team players coming up, always check before you fire. You could hear enemies talking. Your sense will give you an advantage, which comes with the next one actually. Oh, we've got eyes for a reason. Observation, okay? So I observe, I'm looking everywhere I go. I see possibly, I don't know, for example, there's a ditch there, watch out for that. Guys, I saw 2 of our friends go that way, but I haven't seen them since, so be aware, they could still be there. Just don't shoot them. Oh, I see enemy over there. How many? 10. So again, your eyes are going to give you a great advantage to see what you're doing, but more importantly, if you do a lot of things instead of just go, oh, if you can actually say, right, okay, I see the enemy over there, I don't have the range, buddy, could you take care of them? You're helping out the team because you observed something that they didn't. Top notch. P, physical fitness. And again, this comes back to what I said about older players. As long as you're physically fit to a reasonable degree, you can play the game. Doesn't matter if you're younger or older, okay? If you know your limitations, go by that, okay? So if you've got a knee injury, there's no point in you being the runner. You can be the supporter. That's an example, by the way. So again, physical fitness, you don't need to be a top athlete, but again, if you want to get the best out of it, obviously, get yourself in shape. And it's fun too. So think about it, it's fun. You will get physically fit by doing it if you challenge yourself. And I find it great. Q&A. Simple enough, Q&A. Marshall? Yes. Can you help me? Sure. Hey buddy? Yes. Do you know where the respawn point is? Yes I do, it's over there. So again, if you're not sure about certain things, you can ask any question and you'll get an answer. If you ask weird questions, then yeah, you're definitely going to get a weird answer. So again, just apply some simple logic, or you have a particular question towards someone, yeah, go ahead, ask them. Most people are generally going to be like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. If you come across any rogue players, for example, those that don't really want to talk to people, or those that do their own thing, those players, just leave them be, okay? Because I don't have time for them. They want to do their own thing. I want to be part of the team. It's preference again. What do you want to do? R. Respawn points. So, respawn points can change. So if you played, again, on your consoles, you know in certain games, the respawn point will always change. It happens in Airsoft too, so you may get confused or disoriented, or you don't know the site at all. You're like, where do I go? Ask the nearest player to you, or the marshal that you see, because sometimes the marshal may be in another area, because he's the respawn point. So again, there's going to be a lot of variation. So again, be prepared to move around, but don't be one of those players that says, oh, you can't kill me, I'm in my respawn area. No, you're not. Your respawn point is over there. Bang, bang. And even if you get killed, just accept it, because at the end of the day, we're here to have fun. It's a game. You're going to respawn. Just go over there and respawn. No point going, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not part of the game. That's not part of... This is Airsoft. Get used to it. Right. S. Safety. Safety, people. Eye protection. If you've got any injuries or anything at all, for example, past injuries, or you're asthmatic, or you have something that's personal, don't shout it out if you don't want to, because the marshals will say, look, if you've got any problems, please come and see us at the side before we start the game. That way we know, then we can help you. And that's a good thing to do. Also, another part of safety is not only is it your personal safety, it's other people's too. So for example, if you see your team player, I don't know, for example, twist his ankle, yeah, help out, stop the game. Because if it's serious, they're going to need help. It doesn't matter if the player's on the enemy team and, for example, I don't know, runs into a tree and knocks himself out. You make sure that they're safe. It doesn't matter if you're on their team or not, everyone's safety is a priority. For example, I saw a broken bottle on the field once, and I went straight to a marshal saying, look, I put it in a safe place, there's a bottle there, someone could actually break and fall and hurt themselves. And what did he do? He naturally went and got the bottle and got rid of it. Top job. T, transportation. How are you going to get there? Car, taxi, van. Either way, you want to make sure whatever you use, you get there nice and early. So again, make sure you got make sure you got enough fuel to get there, because if you need to travel a little bit further to get to a good site, do it. UKARA license. So you've decided to find a site easily enough, you've enjoyed it, you've done your probation period to get your license, then you can buy things like this or anything else. I'm trying to get it out now. Or this, anything you want to after that. But again, be sensible with what resources you have, and above all, this is the important part, don't be silly with them out in the public. That's a big no-no, and it puts a bad reputation on Airsoft, and we don't need that right now with quarantine going on, especially with a few people that have done that recently. So, venue, sites. There's two main sites really. There's CQB, which is indoors, and you've got Woodlands, which is outdoors. And sometimes Woodlands and CQB sites will have a mixture, not a lot, but they may mix it up with certain parts of their sites. So it's preference again. Some people prefer going to CQB sites. Some people prefer Woodlands. Some people like both. You'll get a preference for both. So you never know until you try them. So highly recommend you try one of the two or both, to be precise. Weather. Weather changes all across the planet, so it depends on where you are. If it's hot, dress appropriately. If it's cold, dress appropriately. If it's raining, dress appropriately. See where I'm getting with this? So most importantly, bring what you need, okay? So for example, I turned up to games where it was sunny, then it got cloudy and rainy, but I brought my waterproofs anyway, so I had an advantage, whilst everyone else was getting soaked. So, prepping tips also help. X number of hits, okay? You see an enemy player. Now, everyone can do it differently. This is the important part. You've got trigger discipline, and you've got trigger happy. Try and be the trigger discipline. This is my safety. If you know the wall reference to that one, you're awesome. So, I see an enemy player. He's pretty close, 5-10 feet. I could do one. I could do a double tap. That's all I need to do. Now, I always prefer my style, and you'll find your style when you get more experience. I always like doing double taps. Obviously, I will fire more rounds at longer range. I tend to use full auto for cover, or a player that I think needs a few extras, but that's again preference. Don't be the over hitter. We've all done it when we first started, where we just keep our finger on the trigger, full auto, no. What you need to do is make sure you send enough rounds and wait for them to... We do it all the time, even I do it sometimes. I overshoot someone, I go, sorry, didn't mean to overshoot you. That's fine, you just said sorry straight away. Most people will be like, yep, that's fine, let's carry on. But don't be that person that holds. And there will be rules on how long you can hold the trigger in certain sites, so bear that in mind. Also, another important part is making sure when you keep your finger on the trigger, don't keep shooting someone when their hand is up, because people really do get annoyed about that. Okay, it's happened to me, not cool. Also, headshots, be careful of headshots. If the head is the only thing that's popping up, that's fair enough. But if you're one of those people that constantly wants to go for the head like in a game, bear in mind, that's a console game. This, okay, does tend to hurt. Especially if you get a number of rounds on your head, depending on the FPS. That's feet per second, and again, each gun will have a certain velocity, okay? Snipers are the most powerful, followed by DMRs, and AEGs are pretty standard. Gas pistols, obviously, will have a high FPS, close to AEGs at 350, so bear that in mind. It can hurt the skin, so I highly recommend protection wherever you can. So be careful not to overshoot someone in the head. If I shoot someone in the head, I say straight away, sorry, because I'm not a headshot type of guy. Why? Your loadout. Now this is just a simple basic loadout, one of my many, okay? So you can wear whatever you want. You can wear DPM, you can wear MTP, you can wear flat tarn, you can wear whatever you want, okay? Just bear in mind, okay? Get what you can. I'd say start off simple. If you've got the resources, you can go in and get whatever you want. But sometimes simple is often overlooked and underrated. So, a simple tactical vest, an AK, an M1911, this BDU camo, it's urban. And again, do you want to be different, unique in your loadout? Or do you want to kind of have this thing where you want to be an operator? Or do you want to be an insurgent? Do you want to be a WW2 soldier or a Vietnam soldier? You can be whatever you want, okay? There is no right or wrong answer for that one. Z. Zero tolerance for bad behavior. More importantly, bad players. So zero tolerance for bad players. Zero tolerance for bad players. There we go. If you see someone being dodgy, not calling their hits, speak to the marshal straight away. Say, look, give a description. Like me, he's in grey urban, he's not taking his hits, he's got an AK, right, I'll go and speak to him. If the marshal does his job and goes and speaks to him and warns him, he's done his job. He'll say, look, you can't keep doing that, you've been warned, you do it again, you're out. And each site will have their own rules on how they punish players. So again, zero tolerance for bad players. If this bad player continues, keep reporting it to the marshal, saying, look, he's doing it again. And other people, you'll notice, say, look, he's actually done that. I've witnessed this. And what happens is they usually end up getting kicked out or banned. And if that happens, the marshals have done their job. Well done to them. If a marshal doesn't do his job, they always tend to come back. And at some dodgy sites, you always get the bad players that always get away with it. Wrong. And that was my lesson for today. Hopefully, you got my seal of approval right here. Yeah, and that is it for today. Whew. Right, that was a longer video than I was expecting to make, but hey, it was well worth it. I enjoyed making it. Again, it's not perfect, but again, everyone's got to start somewhere, and I enjoyed it. So in next week's episode, I'm actually going to be talking about my main site and some of the best memories that I have there currently so far. So until next week's episode, like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the little bell icon so you know when the next video is uploaded. And yeah, I look forward to the next one. Until then, stay safe.